What are security tokens? Tokens in cryptocurrency can be defined as the symbol of the digital assets. They are issued on particular projects, which are fungible and can be used as a source of payment. These tokens are issued through ICO. ICO is a fundraising mechanism in which companies and startups raise capital for their projects from various investors in exchange for these tokens, while in return they are promised some benefits. For example, it is used for future services, or dividends, or interest rates, or the right to vote in the system, depending on the type of tokens issued. There are various types of tokens, and most of them belong to utility tokens and security tokens. People often get confused between these two types, but both of them carry a huge difference depending on their functionality. Let us understand the difference between them. Utility tokens versus security tokens. Utility tokens are usually backed by projects, with the most common type of investment done in crypto. It is easier to make, and the investor is granted some definable benefit in return of investment. Benefits include access to the system, network, right to vote, or different services, like the cloud storage space. Utility tokens are usually Ethereum-based tokens. The security token's value depends on the tradable external asset, and it is subject to federal regulations. These tokens are similar to traditional security for the confirmation of ownership, and it includes a long procedure and legal work in the presence of the third party. However, now this confirmation is given on blockchain, saying that also federal regulations are applied for the protection of investors. Such tokenization removes the need of the third party, as the entire process is done using smart contracts. And if the regulations are not met by the ICO, then they are subjected to penalties by SEC. Types of security tokens. First, equity tokens. Equity tokens represent the value of shares issued by the company. It is similar to the traditional stock, while the only difference is the entitlement of ownership. Traditional ownership was recorded on the database. It was also presented by a legal paper certificate, whereas recording of equity token is done on the blockchain. Investing in equity tokens gives the entitlement of a predefined portion of the company's profits, or right to vote. Debt tokens. The representation of the real estate mortgages and corporate bonds is done through debt-based tokens. The price of such tokens is dependent on the risk and dividend included in the real estate economy. The smart contracts should include repayment terms that state the dividend model, and it specifies the possible risk factors of the underlying debt. Real asset tokens. They represent the ownership of an asset, such as property or commodities. Commodity-backed are difficult to handle because of its complexity, like trust issues, inefficiencies, and involvement of third parties. These issues are solved using blockchain technology that offers a transparent recording of complicated transactions and track goods that reduce fraud. Benefits of security tokens. First, liquidity. Security tokens enable fractional ownership, which lowers the minimum investment requirement. It brings more liquidity in the market. Also, investors do not have to wait for the long term for their maturity dates to access their funds. They can easily liquidate their security tokens and cash at any time. Second, cost-effective. As the regulations and ownership are clearly written into the token, it reduces the process along with the risk of human error and the need for supervision by the third party, thereby being cost-effective. Third, cross-border trading. When trad like cross-trading, there is a need to pay legal advisory. Both parties have to be compliant with the local laws. With smart contracts, the trading securities tokens is easy and simplified. Regulations that are appropriate are written in the contract that eradicates any unlawful transfer. Fourth, new investors. Security tokens create opportunities for issuers and investors to access the global trading market fast. With ease, anyone can present their project or idea to anyone with an internet connection. Fifth, no corruption. Any data in the blockchain cannot be deleted or tampered. There is a uniform method of verifying and tracking data, periodically enabling a perfect infrastructure to document ownership. For more information, visit www.conscapture.com, a website with real-time and high-quality cryptocurrency market data. We hope you find this video informative and thank you for watching.